The Skagit project is home to many things. One of the earliest hydroelectric projects in the United States, spectacular annual salmon runs, and nature that's more stunning than anything you'll find in the lower 48. You can experience all of this by taking part in one of Seattle City Light's special tours offered each summer and fall. The Hydro Highway Van Tour requires a lot of adventure and a love of hiking, but you'll see some of the most spectacular vistas in the North Cascades and get rare access to some special places. This is a view few get to share. I'm high on top of Ross Dam, deep in the North Cascades. But to get on this tour, you'll have to hike in. The reward? Getting to be on top of one of the most remote hydroelectric projects in the U.S., surrounded by mountaintops. Environmental educators from the North Cascades Institute will lead these tours, and a delicious meal will be served along the way. But dams aren't the only stops on this tour.
A van tour which will go from New Halem up to Washington Pass with stops at a number of really spectacular overlooks, a chance to hike some relatively short, easy trails, but that take you into very wild-feeling places.
You can learn more about the van tours, including times and reservation information, by going to SkagitTours.com. Of all the dams on the Skagit, Ross Dam is the largest, the highest, generates the most electricity, and is the most remote. It's not easy to get to this facility. Start your tour by having lunch at the North Cascades Institute's dining facilities and sample some of the finest organic fare the region has to offer. Then head on over to Seattle City Light's dock on Diablo Lake. A boat ride is included on this tour too. That's right. You'll board the Alice Ross 3 for a beautiful cruise up Diablo Lake to the Ross Powerhouse.
The scenery from the boat is something you couldn't get from the highway. You just get a lot of different vantage points out on the water as opposed to being just traveling through on the highway.
Deboard the boat and you'll be treated to a custom tour of the Ross Powerhouse, an opportunity Seattle City Light hasn't offered in years. See how turbines take flowing water from the Skagit and turn that into energy, which travels hundreds of miles to keep the lights on in Seattle. This tour is only offered on 2 Saturdays in September, and there are some restrictions, so be sure to go to SkagitTours.com for more information and tour pricing. And don't forget, if you have a birthday party coming up or want to have a wedding you will long remember, special tours for your special event can also be booked by going to SkagitTours.com.